Heading into the summer, the Wineries of Niagara-On-The-Lake are presenting Sip and Sizzle. A signature wine is paired with a unique grilling item. Andrew Niven, the chair of the wineries, told us about the campaigns taking place every weekend in May.
Sure, yeah, we're so the Wineries of Niagara-On-The-Lake. We are a marketing co-op of 26 wineries, and really our job is, or mandate of the group, is to market Niagara-On-The-Lake and Niagara-On-The-Lake wineries in general. So yeah, for us, it's really just partnering with some of the local vendors. So we're proud to partner with a lot of the hotel accommodations, or a lot of the local theater and culinary destinations. So for us, is kind of encapsulating that all into one message. As far as this year in Sip and Sizzle, we really started out doing it as almost like a void in the market to kind of kick off the summer season. I think we're fortunate enough in Niagara-On-The-Lake where we don't really have a tourist season per se. It tends to just ravel into 1 month after another. So
when it comes to the wine and the food pairings, who kind of comes up with those decisions?
We here at the winery at Consman, I mean, it's something we take pretty seriously. So we like to work with a lot of local vendors and local restaurants in the area, and as do other wineries. So yeah, we really sit down. We sit down with the restaurant that we pair with. We sit down with our winemaking team, and we choose that way. So we like to present really an all-encompassing food pairing.
So at Consum State Winery, we're doing a Korean barbecue pairing with our 30th anniversary Riesling. So as a German winery, we make a ton of Riesling, but this one's a little bit special. In June 2018, we actually just celebrated our 30th anniversary here in Canada. We've been a winery since 1893, but here within Canada only since 1984, and released our first vintage of wine made out of our grapes here on the property in 1988. So it's officially been over 30 years. And to celebrate that, we released this Riesling. It's our 30th anniversary Riesling. So what we're doing is a Korean barbecue. We partnered with the Dirty South food truck, and they're doing a ginger, honey, and sesame oil kind of flavoring to it, a little bit of some chives and sesame seeds on top. So that can be really overwhelming on your palate. So this has that acidity and sweetness, just gonna cut through it. It works really well together.
And is this pairing a favorite all year round, or is it just something you're offering exclusively this year?
It's just offered exclusively for this, for Sip and Sizzle. We do usually partner with the Dirty South food truck, but we try to do fresh pairings every time. One of the key aspects of our winery is we want to have our visitors come all the time, and we don't want them to experience the same thing every time. So we do like to change up the portfolio, but this has been a favorite for a lot of people. A lot of people have been trying to get the recipe out of us. We don't even know the recipe, so unfortunately we can't give it out. It's their little secret, but it is a very good pairing.
And just down the street, Jackson Triggs also had some grape and grill combinations perfect for Sip and Sizzle.
So for our Sip and Sizzle campaign, we're pairing up our Grand Reserve Red Meritage, which is a tri-blend of Cab Franc, Cab Sauv, and Merlot grapes. And we're doing up a prime rib slider with some Red Meritage onions and a little bit of house-made Dijon aioli.
And when it comes to the food pairings, who kind of makes those decisions?
So we have an awesome culinary team here. I used to work on it before I got into the retail side, but our executive chef Tim McKitty and our sous chefs Jessica Martin and Kayla Mudford, they knock it out of the park every time we have something like this going on, and just the dinners and the patio menu we've come up with this year is just fantastic.
As we're approaching the last weekend, how has the response been so far?
The response has been great. A lot of people have been really loving the wine. I mean, the Red Meritage that we have here is incredibly smooth to begin with. Paired up with the slider, it just honestly gets better and easier to drink. So we've had a lot of really positive feedback all month long.
Sip and Sizzle, we have a few new wineries presenting this year. As always, it's very well attended. It's our first event of the season, if you will, going into the summer. So we're really excited. Ticket sales are high, and it's looking like a good final 2 weekends.
What can people expect when they come this weekend?
It's a good assortment this season, so I find it does get competitive within the winery, so we're really trying to outdo each other with the pairings, and I think we see that translate into a bit more traction and a bit more visitation at the winery. So yeah, for us, we have a pretty good pairing this year, but I think all wineries are offering, they've stepped it up this year, and their offerings are great. The tickets are available online, so they're $55. You can visit wineriesofniagara-on-the-lake.com and purchase your passes there.
There's only 1 weekend left of Sip and Sizzle, where you can visit over 20 wineries and sample some great culinary combinations. For more information, head to the winery's website. In Niagara-on-the-Lake, I'm Miriam Valdes-Carletti. Cheers!